Yes, I have. Now this is your chapter number 1, Anatomy of Computer. So before the discussion of the points regarding computer fundamental, can you tell me what is computer? Because nowadays it is a very general device, all we are using it, and must be you have seen it somewhere, even experience it also. Okay, so can you tell me beta what is computer?
मैम कंप्यूटर वो चीज है जो जिसमें हम स्टोर कर सकते हैं डेटा, प्रोसेस कर सकते हैं डेटा।
Okay, very good.
उसमें पांच पांच
Yes,
प्रॉपर्टीज
yes.
होती है।
Okay, very nice, very good, Billy.
इनपुट इनपुट आउटपुट,
Okay,
सीयू द कंट्रोल यूनिट, एंड अरिथमेटिक लॉजिक यूनिट।
very good, very good, very nice. Keep it up, Bachi. Now, Bachi, yes, you are right. Whatever the explanation you have given about computer now, this is very much perfect. Okay, so now as you can see on the screen, this is the very basic chapter. So first we'll start the basic brief about the computer. What is computer? As you know that computer is an electronic machine. Why it is electronic machine? Because the real input of the computer is electricity. Okay, it's an electronic device, okay, which always the data as an input, process it, and somewhere in the memory, and give you the output back. Okay, basically this is the main functionality of the computer. Okay, and computer is also the combination of two things. One is hardware and second is your software. Okay, so what is hardware? Actually the thing which we can see, which we can touch. Okay, so that is your hardware of the computer. Okay, but what is software? Software are the programs, okay, set of instructions which are executed inside the computer hardware. Okay, or we can give the another define regarding software. What is that? Without the software, okay, we can't manage the hardware of our computer device. Okay, is it clear to you? Now the next point, computer works on the binary system. Okay, computer works on the binary system. Okay, what is binary system actually? Right, it can understand only electric signal on and off. What is the logic behind that? On and off. Actually in binary system now there is a binary language. What is the language of the computer? Binary. And binary system is having only 2 bit, right? One is 0 and second is 1. That means 0 is off and 1 is on. Okay, right? It's always working on electrical signal, and electrical signal are having only 2 output. Either they are on or off. Okay, now here you can see, bache, every computer is a combination of hardware and software that I have already told you. Now what are the physical component inside the computer? Component means the hardware normally which we are using. That example you have already given, like CPU, monitor. Monitor is what? That the screen you can see here, right? Whatever the file you have seen, this is the display screen of the device. Okay, so monitor will do that same job. Later on, one by one, we will discuss all these devices. Okay, keyboard, it's a very important device to provide something inside the computer system in the form of input. Okay, printer is what? Suppose this is the soft copy, this is the soft file which is stored in the computer system, and if you want to take the printout or the print of this file on a hard paper, right, in the form of hard copy, so by the help of printer you can do it. Okay, so these are the hardware or peripheral devices. Okay, right? So computer always take the input in the form of instructions one by one. Okay, it will process those instructions somewhere internally in the memory and give output back to the user. Okay, so different kinds of software nowadays we can use. The prime software is what? Operating system. Okay, nowadays so many types of operating system we are having from different companies. Like if we'll take the example of Microsoft, so Microsoft is having very nice and famous series of the operating system, that is Windows operating system. Currently, Windows 11 is the latest version. Antivirus software, right, for the scanning of the computer devices and other digital devices for virus checking, right? MS Office, very famous office suite, right, contains so many types of tools to manage different kinds of documentation work like Excel, Word, PowerPoint, MS Access, and computer games. These are the favorite software for the children. Okay, they are also using in the digital device in different form. Okay, now working of a computer, right? How whatever the topic we have discussed, this is the theory part, that computer is doing that thing, computer can do this thing, right? But logically and practically, how computer can, right, proven its existence, right, due to this diagram. Look at here. Okay, this will give you the complete and logical brief regarding the working criteria of the computer. Now you can see here, there are three major boxes. Okay, this first box is input device. Second is your central processing unit, that's CPU. Okay, and the existence and working criteria of the CPU is based on three major units: control unit, arithmetic logic unit, and memory unit. We will discuss these three units one by one. Okay, and the third major area, okay, that third box is your output device, which will mention all the output device to display the result. Now, uh, basically, the main working criteria of the computers now are based on the four major category or four major functional area. First is input device. Input device is what? By the help of input device, computer is able to receive the input from the user side. Okay, there are so many types of input devices like keyboard, mouse, scanner. Okay, process information, by which unit computer can process the information. Normally, when computer have to set up their control on each and every device now, so what will happen that time? It will done that control work by the help of control unit. Okay, for example, if I'll take the example of desktop computer. Okay, हमारे पास desktop computer है. So how many devices in the desktop computer we are having? Like we are having monitor, maybe, or it's a compulsory device, keyboard, mouse, and CPU. These four devices are compulsory. But maybe in our computer system, maybe a scanner is attached, printer is attached, joystick is attached to play the gaming software. So how computer will overall, right, can carry the task of all the devices simultaneously with the help of control unit. Okay, are you getting my point, beta? This right? Do you have any problem regarding the functional area of control unit?
No, ma'am.
Okay, bache. Now, after that, the which kind of information computer can process? Arithmetic, or as well as alphabetical. Okay, right? So that thing computer can process by which unit? Arithmetic logic unit. Okay. Now, memory unit. Memory unit, it is a very important area in the computer system. Okay, almost the existence of the computer system is rely on this unit, memory unit. Okay, so what is the responsibility of memory unit? Actually, if I am taking the example of human body, okay, when we have to move our head or legs, right? So the movement indication, right, first came or controlled by our brain organ. Okay, and whatever the thinking and thoughts are going on in our brain now, they are stored in our brain, right? Okay, one by one. So just like that, whatever the data computer will receive by different input devices, it has to process, and that processing work computer can done by the help of memory unit, because every time computer needs the memory location, okay, to store the data on the temporary basis or permanent basis, and that task is possible with the help of memory unit. Is that clear to you, beta? Memory unit, do you have any problem, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, that's why they are saying to you, they are giving you brief regarding these three major area: received input. accept data information from user through various input device like keyboard, mouse, scanner, etc. Okay. Now next is your process information. Perform arithmetic or logical operations on data and information. Okay. Now next is what? Store information. Store the information in the storage device like hard disk, CD, pen drive, etc. Okay. Now, how computer can produce output with the help of output device? This is also a very right, nice and common and compulsory area to show your result. So whatever the data is going to be processed, right, by the help of CPU, by their major units, okay, that we can show with the help of output device. Okay, so there are so many types of output device. Later on we will discuss one by one, like monitor, printer. Okay, now come to the next topic, basic processing cycle. Actually, the another name of this cycle na is your IPO. IPO, right? Information processing, right? Operation. So this is the basic processing cycle. On the right, on the basis of this cycle, this is the major overall criteria of the computer, right? How computer can process the information. Now look at here, there are the two boxes available here, central processing unit and internal memory. Okay, central processing unit, that is your CPU. Okay, and I told you na in the previous page that computer always use its memory to process the data. Okay, so that process is going to be happen with memory. So how CPU can interact or transmit the data from to internal memory or to read back the data from internal memory through the help of data bus. See the direction of the arrows, right? Data bus can carry the information, right, towards to the internal memory. And if later on CPU wants some data, wants to access some data, fetch some data, so that is also possible with the help of data bus. Are you getting my point, Abdili? This is the data bus, which is very important. Bache, are you getting the functionality of data bus? Do you have any problem, beta?
No, ma'am, I did not understand that data bus.
You did not understand. बच्चे actually data bus हमारी क्या करती है? देखो बच्चे central processing unit है. उसने actually CPU always accept the data from the input device. Okay. और हम लोग ये थ्योरी लाइन हमेशा याद करते हैं कि कंप्यूटर ऑलवेज यूज इट्स मेमोरी टू स्टोर द डेटा. बच्चे ये तो थ्योरी लाइन है कि यस कंप्यूटर को हमेशा मेमोरी डिवाइसेस की जरूरत होती है इंफॉर्मेशन को स्टोर करने के लिए, बट प्रैक्टिकली कंप्यूटर मेमोरी के अंदर डेटा को कैसे पहुंचाता है और मेमोरी से डेटा को कैसे लेता है. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? उसके लिए भी तो हमें कोई अदर मीन और एक्सेस और डिवाइस की जरूरत होती है. दैट डिवाइस इज योर डेटा बस. एक्चुअली दिस इज द डायग्राम विच विल शोइंग यू विद द एरो. एक्चुअली डेटा बस ना आपकी एक कनेक्टर्स की तरह होती हैं, वायर्स की तरह होती हैं. जैसे सपोज आपका सीपीयू एक डिवाइस है और मेमोरी एक डिवाइस है, दोनों को कनेक्ट करना है. तो कनेक्टिंग आप कैसे करेंगे? कनेक्शन आप कैसे करेंगे? अभी वायर्स के थ्रू, राइट? और उन वायर्स की क्या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है बच्चे कि सेंट्रल प्रोसेसिंग से डेटा आपको इंटरनल मेमोरी तक पहुंचाना है, राइट? और अगर जरूरत पड़ती है सीपीयू को इंटरनल मेमोरी के डाटा की, तो वो डाटा वो कैसे फैच कर सकता है? विद द हेल्प ऑफ डेटा बस. नाउ यू अंडरस्टूड अदिली?
यस मैम.
यस बच्चे. सो ये जो डेटा बस होते हैं ना बच्चे, जस्ट लाइक योर वेस्ट बेल्ट ना, ओके, ऐसी शेप में होती हैं और दे आर हैविंग द ग्रे कलर लाइक, ओके, and normally inside the CPU na, and there are having na combination of 8 wires at least, right? So 8 bytes information they can transfer at one time. So ये इनका एक practical look and feel होता है data bus का. They are simply like a wires, nothing else. Now बच्चे here you can see CPU IBM compatible. Obviously, this is the very famous company for CPU. right? IBM, right? And in the IBM ना in nowadays ना in computers ना जो series famous है वो series famous है आपकी Intel Core, okay? i3 to i7 आप any type of processor you can purchase, okay? So आपका जितना ज्यादा से ज्यादा नंबर होगा i5 i6 i5 i7, so what will happen, आपकी कंप्यूटर की स्पीड उतनी ही ज्यादा होगी. Are you getting my point? And there is another company that is AMD. ये भी बच्चे आज की तारीख में बहुत फेमस कंपनी है, okay, to provide the CPU and microprocessor devices as well. Okay, have you understood, Abdili?
Yes, ma'am.
Now बच्चे listen to me. बच्चे जहां पर भी आपको प्रॉब्लम आ रही है ना, you can raise up the hand and ask. Okay. Now बच्चे there is a one more point to judge the स्पीड ऑफ द सीपीयू कि आपका सीपीयू कंप्यूटर डिवाइस में कितना फास्टर है. ओके, सो सीपीयू की जो हम स्पीड डिसाइड करते हैं ना, वो स्पीड हम डिसाइड करते हैं क्लॉक स्पीड से सम टाइम, राइट? सो क्लॉक स्पीड इज व्हाट, look at the first point, number of cycles per second computer can operate. Okay, number of cycles per second computer can operate, that means कि एक सेकंड के अंदर कंप्यूटर कितनी इंफॉर्मेशन को प्रोसेस कर रहा है, जितना ज्यादा प्रोसेस कर रहा है दैट मींस दैट कंप्यूटर इज वेरी मच फास्टर. ओके, सो प्रीवियसली ना जो स्पीड थी वो हम मेगा हजार्ड्स में करते थे, ठीक है? एंड व्हाट इज मेगा हजार्ड? मेगा हजार्ड्स का मतलब है कि 1 मिलियन साइकिल्स पर सेकेंड, मतलब एक सेकेंड में आपकी 1 मिलियन साइकिल्स एग्जीक्यूट होती है इंफॉर्मेशन की. But nowadays na we are having computer processing speed na clock speed is gigahertz. So आप ये देखिए कि million to billion, how much huge amount of data computer can process nowadays, right? Okay, so how much higher configuration computer can maintain nowadays. So current speed जो computers की है ना आज की तारीख में वो 2 to 4 और to 7 gigahertz तक है normally. Okay, Abdili? Yes, बच्ची, are you getting my point? Do you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
any doubt regarding this page?
No, ma'am.
Okay, bache, very nice. Now, bache, that was the very famous series in CPU. I think so. I guess you have heard it. Pentium series, P4 PCs. In the year of 2002, now P4 PCs are very famous that time. Okay. Nowadays, Intel Core, and this is the trend. This is the time to maintain the laptop. Majority of the persons now are like laptop. Okay, so Intel Celeron or Pentium 4, AMD, these are the Pentium class processor which are famous now, right, nowadays, and 15 to 20 year back also. Now this is the few certain other information regarding CPU. Performance also affected by the speed of data bus. बच्चे, I was teaching you data bus. What is the functionality of data bus? वो क्या करती है? Help out करती है CPU को to transfer the data from memory or to fetch the data from memory. Yes ना? So बच्चे, जो भी आपकी CPU की स्पीड होती है वो डेटा बस की स्पीड पर डिपेंड करती है. जितनी हायर कैपेसिटी की आपकी डेटा बस होगी टू ट्रांसफर दी डेटा, तो सीपीयू की स्पीड आपकी उतनी ही हायर होगी. ओके बच्चे, इसके अंदर ना आपकी एक और मेमोरी आती है, दैट इज कैश मेमोरी. ओके, आपने अपनी जूनियर क्लासेस में सुना होगा रैम एंड रोम, दीज आर दी पार्ट ऑफ प्राइमरी मेमोरी. बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दीज मेमोरी ना आपकी कैश मेमोरी भी आती है. कैश मेमोरी की फंक्शनैलिटी क्या है बच्चे? मैं आपको ये एक्चुअली कैश मेमोरी ना हमेशा कंप्यूटर की हायर स्पीड को कंपैटिबल करने के लिए होती है. कैसे बच्चे? ऑलवेज वी आर लर्निंग टू टाइप्स ऑफ मेमोरी ना, प्राइमरी मेमोरी और सेकेंडरी मेमोरी. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? प्राइमरी मेमोरी और सेकेंडरी मेमोरी, है ना? सो प्राइमरी मेमोरी में हमारी कौन सी मेमोरी आती है? दो मेमोरी आती है. वी आर हैविंग ओनली टू मेमोरी, रैम and ROM. Okay, so they are always present inside the computer CPU box. Okay, and there is a one more storage device, that is hard disk, which is also stored to permanent, right? फाइल, आपको कोई भी फाइल परमानेंटली स्टोर करनी है तो वो कहाँ पर स्टोर होगी? हार्ड डिस्क ऑफ द कंप्यूटर सिस्टम. ओके, बट दिस इज योर सेकेंडरी स्टोरेज डिवाइस. तो नॉर्मली बच्चा होता क्या है, जो हमारे सेकेंडरी स्टोरेज डिवाइस होती है ना, उनकी जो स्पीड होती है वो क्वाइट फास्टर होती है एज कंपेयर टू प्राइमरी मेमोरी. RAM and ROM. Okay, and we have to set up the balance between the primary memory and secondary memory. So we need a base, right, to apply that balance. So वो चीज हम किससे कवर करते हैं? With the help of cache memory. Cache memory always help out, right, to provide a balancing between the speed of primary memory or secondary memory. Are you getting my point, Abdili? ये समझ आया बच्चे कि कैश मेमोरी हम क्यों यूज करते हैं सिस्टम में?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, बच्चे. Now that's why they are saying to you store data. You will likely need next in area that has faster access. Both memory cache and disk cache used should be 512 kilobyte. Nowadays it will be come into gigabyte as well. Okay, because we are having the hard disks in TB. Now, bache, next major topic of this chapter is components of computer. Components are what? Peripherals, devices, whatever you want to say. आप कुछ भी कहना चाहते हैं, components बोलिए, devices बोलिए, peripherals बोलिए, that's it. Now look at the diagram, बच्चे. Okay, this diagram will give you so much idea regarding the components of computer. Actually, this is your desktop computer or laptop computer, Abdili? Kindly tell me.
Ma'am, desktop computer.
Yes, desktop computer. And I have marked every computer, every device. Which device is this, right? Like monitor is your output device. CPU is your CPU. And actually, I am going to show you, telling you one thing, Abdili. Actually, ये जो box है ना बच्चे, which you can see in the form of CPU, that outer box na is the technical name of this outer box is cabinet. Okay, this box is cabinet, cabinet. Okay, right? And keyboard and mouse is your input device. Okay, Abdili. Now here you can see computer has four main components, input devices. Like these are the devices which accept instruction, process that, right? Which type of devices can accept the instructions? Keyboard, mouse, scanner, right, are the example of input device. Now central processing unit, CPU. This is known as the brain of the computer. Okay, this is no right. This is known as the brain of the computer. Okay, as it control the complete working of computer. Okay, now next is your memory. Memory is what? These are the data and instructions are stored in this component of computer. Okay, hard disk, DVD, pen drive. These are the example of secondary storage devices. Okay, in which we can store the data on permanent basis. Okay, that's why they are saying Tuna, these devices are example of memory storage devices. Okay, now output device. As you can see on the screen, output device is doing what? They always display the desired result or information after processing of the data. So monitor, printer are the example of output device. Are you getting my point? Do you have any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay, bache, now listen to me. Here you can see input device. Input device is what? I already told you, they always accept the data and instruction from the user side to the computer. Okay, so as per the syllabus, okay, I have seen your textbook now. So these are the input devices which you need to learn, okay, for your exam, right? So I have prepared a list for you, right? Keyboard, mouse, scanner, OCR, MICR, OMR, barcode reader, digitized tablet, light pen, touch screen, speech input devices. Okay, Dhruv? Sorry, Abdili. Yes, Vachi?
Okay, ma'am.
Right. So one by one, we are going to learn. Okay. Let's see how many key input device we can cover in this class. Rest of the topic we will cover in the next class. Okay. Now look at here. First input device, keyboard. Now look at the picture. I am fixing a very nice picture for you. Right. You can see here keyboard. Keyboard is what? It's a input device. What is the purpose of keyboard? It always used to input the data from the user side to computer. Now you can see here, I have marked each and every important key on the keyboard, right? Differently, like functional key. There, how many function key keyboard are having? 12 function key, F1 to F12. Okay, and different function keys are having a specific function. Okay, they have right. They are pressed by the user, right? For the using the different concept of the software. Now here you can see, bache, break key. Break key is what? These are the break keys. Suppose you are doing something, right? You are doing the work in your computer and all of a sudden you want to interrupt, you want to stop your process, right? In between. So by these keys, you can do like page break, page up, page down. Okay. Now there are some enter key, very important key when you want to right, switch out on the in the new line while texting anything else, right? When you are typing the text, जब आप type कर रहे हैं text को आपको new line में जाना है, तो by the enter key you can go, right? Shift key, by the help of shift key you can use so many types of command, shortcut command, as well as you can see here in the numeric key now what is going on. Along with the number, there are special symbol as well at the above side. So what you will do, you will press shift and press all these key. Control key, right, is using to choose so many types of options in the different computer software. Alt key, it is an alternate key. Arrow key, they are the 4 directional arrow keys, right, to shift the direction of the cursor. Okay, now this is your numeric keypad, okay, which contains the numerical data by which you can quickly typing the numerical data. Okay, so generally we find a QWERTY keyboard with 104 keys on it. The additional keys may be included in modern multimedia keyboards. The letter keys allow you to enter alphabet between A to Z and other sign used in English language. Okay, the number keys are found on the top row above the alphabet key to enter numerical data. Okay, that I have already told you. The keys marked F1 to F12 are called the function key and are used for specific functions as defined by the computer and the software, right? Now, the arrow key showing the direction are used to move cursor. Yes, that I have already told you. On the right end of the keyboard, there is a numeric keypad. This can be used to work with numbers, mathematical symbols when the numlock key is on. Yes, there is a numlock key. Here you can see where I'm moving the mouse pointer, I believe. This numlock key now, when you will press before use this area of the keyboard. Okay, these are the special keys like Alt, Shift, Delete, Backspace, Insert, Home, and etc. Okay, bache, right? Now, next topic. Yes, the next input device is what? Mouse. Okay, can you tell me what is mouse, Abdili? Now you can see the picture as well on the screen. This is the very common device. You must be aware with that.
Ma'am, a mouse has a rolling in the middle. We can go on
Yes,
it, and has a two buttons on it.
very nice, very good. Yes,
And mouse is can be in two types: wireless and wireless
yes,
also.
very nice, very nice, very nice. Now here you can see, bache, I have given a brief regarding these notes to you now. Yes, you are right. Mouse is a pointing device. You can see here, I'm moving the mouse pointer here now on the screen, here and there. This is what? This is my mouse pointer. Okay, I can select any option on my screen. Okay, I can drag and drop, right? I can navigate any kind of feature which is available on my computer screen. Okay, so this is the another input device, and specifically it's a pointing device. We can point out anything on the screen. Now the first computer mouse was invented by Douglas Engelbart. Okay, and in that device now there is a wheel, right, that made the contact with the working interface. You can see the diagram. This is the first mechanical, this is the first first mechanical device which was designed by the Douglas Engelbart. Okay. Now, normally there are three kinds of mouse which are going on. Nowadays, optical mouse and laser mouse are very famous because wireless mouse are nowadays in use, right? Most ofly. So mechanical mouse are what? Its movement is relative to the movement of the ball at the bottom. Yes. The first, these type of mouse are working in older way, in the initial time when mouse were released. Okay. After that, they are quite updated in the form of optical mouse. Optical mouse is what? Rather than a rolling ball, they are having a LED light, okay, and photodiode, right, to detect the movement. Whatever the movement, pointer position, that is controlled by the light emitting diodes. You can see here, light emitting diodes and your photo diodes. Okay. Now laser mouse, actually they are the wireless mouse. That is true. No wire is there. Simply they are connecting with the particular device and we can manage our screen. But which kind of technology used inside this? Here you can see infrared laser diodes, right? Instead of normal LED. Optical mouse में क्या था आपका? LEDs थे. But उस technology को किसने replace किया? Infrared laser diodes ने. ये टेक्नोलॉजी यूज होती है आपकी वायरलेस माउस में. एंड आपको एक बात बताऊं कि नॉलेज के लिए, the remote control which you are going to use now, normally you are using for your to control your devices at your home appliances now, like TV, AC. Okay, they are also having infrared layers. Okay, are you getting my point, Abdili?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bache, now 1 second. Yes. Now, the next input device is what? A scanner. As you can see the picture of the scanner, right? What we are doing here, simply we are placing our hard file here and we will, right, close that flap, okay? And a light will be, right, rotating at the below surface after, right, below this document, and that particular soft file will going to be stored in the computer system. Now, what is a scanner? A scanner is an input device for digital image input. What is the real input of this image? Hard copy of any file, right? It is optically scan and copies the picture, printed text, handwriting directly into the computer system. Obviously, whatever the hard file you feel now that I need to store, I have to make a digital copy of my document. So by the help of a scanner, you can do, right? So the first image scanner ever developed was a drum scanner, right? And just look at here. This is the very older time. In 1957, it was built. Where? At the US National Bureau of Standard by Rosal Kirsch. Okay. This he is the inventor of this technology. Nowadays, the scanner which we are using now normally for our office work, they are the flatbed scanner. And this is the picture of flatbed scanner too. Why? Because it is having a glass pen. You can see here this this document, it's putting over a glass pen. Okay, under which there is a bright light will which emulate the pen and moving optical error. This is the complete procedure to convert your hard copy into soft copy. Okay, Abhili, are you getting my point, Vachi?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now look at here next. Optical character recognition. It is the another form of a scanning device, but for different purpose, and it is executing a task in different way. Now, what is optical character recognition? Actually, they are recognizing the characters. As you can see the diagram, this is the device, okay, and it's a handy device. Simply you will put a button and you will have to rotate your device on a paper, and it will convert your all the text which is mentioned on the hard copy na character by it is noted down, and it will create a digital file into system. Okay, that's why they are saying to you optical character recognition is used to convert images of handwritten or printed text. This is the image of printed text now. So it doesn't mean it can convert only printed text into digital file. It can convert your handwritten file now, handwritten page into digital form as well. Make sure the writing which is specified on that paper now, it should be very neat. Okay, text on the paper to the machine editable text. And OCR is used to convert books, magazines, and other such printed information into digital form. Is that clear to you? OCR, optical character recognition.
Yes, ma'am.
But one more thing, just for your paper now, you have to learn full form as well. Okay, because this is the where these are the very nice option for generating objective questions, right? OCR stands for, so that time you have to opt or write the correct solution, optical character recognition, right? Am I clear to you? Are you getting what I
Yes,
told
ma'am.
you? Okay, bache. Now here you can see next scanning device, next type of scanning device, MICR. As you can see picture on the on your screen, MICR stands for magnetic ink character recognition. What
Ma'am,
they are doing? Yes, Kachi?
ma'am, it is found in bus, the public bus in
Yes, Kachi? Which sound in public bus?
No, ma'am, I'm staying in Kuwait. So we are traveling with a public bus, public transport in Kuwait.
Yeah.
So there is this device MICR.
Okay, they are using this kind of device to give you ticket.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Vache, this is also a device, but I have taken, yes, this device is also used for that purpose nowadays in the right now, because everything is digital nowadays. But actually this machine is a banking machine, which is used to read out the checks. As you can see here, what is we have inserted here. You can see here what they are inserted here, a bank check. Okay, in MICR, na, actually specifically in this device now, what is going on, this machine is having a library, which kinds of fonts you can see here. You can see here, these are the MICR fonts like E13B, CMC7, right? So these are the library of these kind of character. Which kind of character you can see here on the check, these kind of characters are mentioned. I have in fact highlighted here also. You can see. Look at the way of writing and texture of these text, right? So these kind of font is your E13B CMC7. Okay, these two kind of fonts, these machines are having as a library. They are just scanning these codes and they are giving you the authenticity of the checks. That check is authenticate, check is original. Okay, are you getting my point, Abdili?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, magnetic ink character recognition is a character recognition technology where character are printed using a magnetic ink or toner or containing iron oxide. Yes, that is also the major point. The character which are printed on the checks na, bank checks na, they are not generated, or the ink which is used to the printing in these kind of character, na, it's not a normal one. That ink containing iron oxide, and that machine having the capability to scan or to sense this chemical as well, iron oxide. Okay, if that chemical is going included in that character ink na, that means this is the one of the surety that check is original. Okay, right, Bachi?
Yes, ma'am.
Now here you can see the next device is, I guess, 1 second. Yes, OMR, right? Optical mark recognition. And must be you have experienced somewhere this kind of paper. Yes, right? These are the paper which are we are using in the entrance test, right? Where we have to opt objective papers, right? So OMR is what? Optical mark recognition machine, right? These kind of machine capturing Actually, this kind of machine na having only interest, okay, or sense to mark only dark and light circles. Okay, to mark only dark and light circles. Okay, so you can see here, optical mark recognition is a process of capturing data made by dark or light marks on the specific position on the paper. So OMR always recognize only this area, which contains circles as well. Okay, right? OMR system were used earlier, used for election system worldwide, especially in Oslo, Norway, right? First time that system is started from there only. Okay. Question paper of objective type questions and various examination or test are checked by this technology, and the speed can be up to 8,000 double side sheets an hour. You can just imagine the sheet. If we have to manually correct the objective paper or other subjective paper, now we can't beat this right speed, but machine is having speed, and without any glitch, without any mistake, without any right loose marking, okay, incorrect marking. Okay, Abhili. Now next scanning device is your barcode reader. I think so this is a very normal device. Normally we are using, right, barcode reader is an input device that is generally seen in the supermarket, okay, bookshop, libraries for billing, right? When we shop something, so in the departmental store now, when we have digital bill, okay, so these products and different product codes are going to be read. So barcode reader is a photoelectric